Good morning, everyone. Welcome to E&H CCentric Private Limited. Please go through our disclaimer statement. Welcome to the Salesforce demo. Today, I'll be taking you through the concepts of cloud computing and Salesforce. This is your trainer Shaker. I have 9 years of Salesforce experience and I'm a certified Force.com developer and Salesforce administrator. And during my experience, I worked as an administrator, as a developer, and currently I'm working as a technical architect for an MNC. As part of this course, we will be covering the following topics in depth. I'll be giving an introduction to the Force.com platform and teach you how to design and develop the applications, enhance the applications, create relationship between the standard and the custom objects. We'll also be covering data migration, security and sharing, and how to configure the chatter application. We'll be covering the automation of the applications using workflows, approval processes, and the latest feature called the process builder, which is part of the Lightning experience. I'll show you how to generate reports and dashboards, and we'll also be giving you an additional project and explain you about the customer relationship management product. I'll be showing you how to develop custom interfaces using Visualforce and Visual Workflows, and develop custom logic using Apex and triggers, and how to integrate two different systems using web services, Lightning Connect, and other features. And also, we'll be covering the deployment part where you develop the applications and deploy into production. So, before directly jumping into the concepts of Salesforce, I would like to teach you about cloud computing because Salesforce runs on that concept. So, what is cloud computing? So, as you can see the definition, cloud computing is the delivery of computing as a service where shared resources, which can be the hardware, the software, and the information. Information is nothing but the data that you store on the systems. They are all provided to your computers as a service over the internet. So, in general terms, you don't have to buy any hardware or software. All you need is a basic computer and an internet connection and a cloud computing service provider license to develop the applications and use the applications. So cloud is just a representation of internet. So all your services, your hardware, your software, your information, they're all stored on the internet. So you can access them anywhere, anytime. So you can see the term service being repeated twice in the definition. That means service is nothing but on demand, when and where you want, as long as you want. So that means you're not buying anything, you're only renting the services. So how was life before cloud computing was introduced? As you can see, you need to maintain a whole system. There should be a team of hardware maintenance engineers. There should be a team of data security engineers. So it becomes a complicated and expensive infrastructure to be maintained. But once cloud computing has been introduced, you are not going to manage any hardware or the software. There are more than 114 cloud computing vendors across the globe, like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Salesforce, who provide the storage, the processing power, the applications through the internet that are needed to run your business on a pay-as-you-go basis, on a service basis, on a on-demand basis. So if I have to compare a traditional system and a cloud computing system, you can see that in a traditional system, companies have to spend a lot of effort and budget on the actual maintenance of the infrastructure because they have the burden of maintaining all the hardware, the networks, the servers, and all other things. And they spend very little time on the actual innovation of the product. Whereas in a cloud computing system, the companies can spend all their budget and effort on the actual innovation or the development of the product because the cloud computing vendors will be taking care of the maintenance of the infrastructure. The other advantage of cloud computing is that because all the infrastructure like database, the processing power, Everything is coming through the cloud. It's just not your laptops or desktops. Even your smartphones and tablets can access the information and the applications very easily. So basically there are three types of cloud services. We have the infrastructure, platform, and the software, and they all come to you as a service. So infrastructure as a service is where you host the applications, platform as a service is where you build the applications, and software as a service is something that you consume. But during this course, we are not bothered about the infrastructure as a service. We will be concentrating a lot on the platform as a service. In our case, it will be the Forge.com platform, which is the world's premier cloud computing platform on which you can build any kind of complex application and store it on the cloud. And we will also be talking about and learning about software as a service, which is called as the Salesforce CRM. Now, to talk about Salesforce, as you can see their motto, no hardware, no software, no headaches. And Salesforce is a software as a service company that distributes business software on a subscription basis, which is nothing but the on-demand basis. And it's best known for its CRM products, but since last 6-7 years, it's becoming more popular because of the Forge.com platform, which is the most powerful platform and most user-friendly platform on which you can develop any kind of complex custom applications. To tell you more about this company, Salesforce was named as the world's most innovative company for the last 4 years. It was started by Mark Benioff in the year 1999. It has more than 3.5 million clients, and you can see the list of the major clients of Salesforce who are running their business on the Force.com platform. And as you can see, the graph since 2005 2006, there is a steady increase in the growth of Salesforce, and it hasn't come down till now. It's growing day by day. Talking about Salesforce data centers, there are totally 6 data centers across the globe. There's one in Singapore, 3 in USA, there's one in London, and there's one in Japan. This is where your data, your applications will be stored and maintained by Salesforce. And Salesforce maintains 3 copies of your production data just in case if there's any incident, there will be a backup of 2 other copies. The servers used by Salesforce are very secure, and there are a lot of other security features which you can find in trust.salesforce.com website. The integration capabilities of Salesforce is one of the best features, where you can integrate Salesforce with any of the traditional systems or any cloud-based systems like Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon web services. And also you can very easily integrate Salesforce with systems like Oracle, SAP, and Microsoft very easily. There are some latest features in Salesforce like the Lightning Connect, using which you can connect Salesforce with backend systems like SAP without writing a single line of code. Now let's understand the technologies behind the success of Salesforce. The most important one is the multi-tenant architecture. What happens because of this is that all the users and apps that are running on the Force.com platform will use the same updated instance. That means whenever there is a latest version of Salesforce, all the users who are using Salesforce across the globe will be updated with the latest version so that there is no compatibility issue. We can spend a whole day talking about this multi-tenant architecture, but as a developer and administrator of Salesforce, you don't have to worry about this because this is something that is maintained by the Salesforce organization. But I'll be giving you an overview during our regular classes. Then comes Apex, which is an OOP-based language which is used to develop on-demand business applications on the Force.com platform. So basically, Salesforce provides a lot of point-and-click functionalities to achieve a requirement. But in case there's a custom functionality that has to be developed, you will be using this Apex and triggers to develop that functionality. Then we have Visualforce, which is used to create new and exciting user experiences for your applications. It is very similar to our HTML, which is used to develop custom interfaces for the applications. Then we have Sites, which is used to create websites instantly, which can be integrated with your backend applications. And also the best part is that because your force.com platform is already on the cloud, it can host these websites instantly. You don't have to buy any domain space separately. So if I have to show you an example of sites, it hardly takes me 5 to 10 minutes to create a website and host it on the internet, and it can be accessible by any person across the globe. We also have Salesforce One, Salesforce Classic, and other mobile applications which will enable your applications that are developed on your desktop to be accessible on your mobile devices like iPhone, Android, Blackberries, and Windows platforms. And finally, we have the Lightning Framework, which enables anyone to quickly and easily create modern enterprise applications. It provides a reimagined user interface with a seamless experience across all the devices. It also allows you to build applications visually with Lightning App Builder and the Lightning components. And there are a lot of other features that we'll be learning in depth during the actual course. Now a quick summary on the Forge.com platform. Basically, you can do unlimited real-time customization. There's no limit on what you want to achieve. It depends on your license that you buy. You can also automate your application using the workflows and approvals engine. Using the workflows, you can automatically send email alerts, make field updates, assign tasks to the users within the system, and also send outbound messages. And it's all part of the point and click rules. You don't have to write a single line of code to automate your system. Also, we have the latest Lightning process builder, which can do a lot more than the workflows and the approvals engine. Talking about mobility, develop the application once on the Force.com platform and instantly access it from any device like iOS, Android, Windows, or Blackberries platforms. Mobility is very important. As you can see the graph, people have stopped using the laptops and desktops. They want their data to be available anywhere, anytime. Create real-time websites and instantly host them on the Force.com platform. Talking about the speed of development, if you have to develop an application on platforms like .NET or WebSphere, and if it takes months and years to build that application, the same application will take just days or weeks on the Force.com platform. Take a look at the table below. The average development time per app in weeks is 27 in traditional platform, 11 in Force.com platform. Number of apps developed annually is 3 in traditional, 10 in Force.com platform. So there's a huge percentage saving in terms of time and effort. Talking about the cost, anyone using the Force.com platform will be saving around 54% of the cost because they don't have the burden of maintaining the infrastructure and they don't have to spend on the upgrades. And by 2015-2016, they're expecting around 14 to 15 million cloud computing jobs across the globe. There is a 365% increase in the demand for Salesforce developers. No other technology has so much demand. And finally, these are the features that you will be getting as part of this course. Please go through this slide. Please email us your queries at trainings@enhcorp.com. And please do like and share us on Facebook, Google+, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Thank you very much for attending the demo. and all the best for your careers. Bye.